Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, for a while, the guys look like they don't want to fight you, right? Terence Crawford and his promoter is acting like they want to fight you. So the fans right now, what we want to know is, why are you not putting the effort towards, well, hey, let me go get this belt if these guys over here playing games?
I mean, that fight is going to happen, but like I told everybody, Bob used to run and everything. Bob Aaron don't run nothing. He don't run nothing. He on our time. I already got a fight lined up that I can't talk about right now, but it's in the works. They trying to work on a venue right now for the fight. So I do have something lined up either January or February. Late January, early February, already lined up. And like I tell you all the time, the fight's going to happen. I don't even think they want to fight, but they do want to fight. They want to fight because he has nobody to fight.
I agree with you. I think that's why they want to fight, because there's nobody for him to fight. So after your next fight coming up, when could just ballpark, when do you think fans can expect Crawford and Spence getting in the ring?
I don't know. Hopefully by the end of the year. After I get through this fight, I like to fight Sean Porter and get that WBC belt. Like everybody say, oh, who's going to be the A side, who's going to be the B side, and things like that. Okay, so I get through this fight, then I fight Sean Porter to get the WBC belt. That makes 2 belts. And hopefully, maybe Keith Thurman might come back, or he might not, or hopefully they'll strip him of the belt and let me fight for that belt. And then I had 3 belts. And so who'll be the A side then?
Okay. That was 78 Sports having an interview with Errol Spence Jr., and he asked them questions that he kind of talked around, as you can tell. You know, Sean Porter really doesn't want anything to really do with him. He's talking like he may want to fight right now, maybe, maybe not. Keith Thurman has been ducking Errol Spence for the longest. And as far as anyone else, they asked him about Terence Crawford. He talked about, what Bob Arum doesn't run. It's not about Bob Arum running anything. It's about you say you're your own boss. You and Bob Arum getting together, which you know you can't do by yourself, so that own boss shit is bullshit. You Al Heyman and Bob Arum has to sit down if he really wants to fight. See, in this interview, he never said, I want the fight. He just said, well, that fight is going to happen, and I think he's just wanting to fight me because he has no one else to fight. Well, listen, there's always someone else to fight, right? I mean, he wants to fight the best because he believes that he can beat you. But all you're concerned about is fighting Sean Porter or Keith Thurman. Then he mentioned Manny Pacquiao, okay? Like, what's wrong with the guy that is considered the best pound for pound? If you were really about that work, if you were really about that life, wouldn't you want to take out the guy in your weight class that is regarded best pound for pound? You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be the guy that I'm after. And so his idea is he's worried about the A side. Like he said, well, let me go get this belt from Sean Porter. And let me, hopefully Keith Thurman, if they strip him, then I fight for his belt. Then I have 3 belts to his 1. Wouldn't that make me A-side? See, now, this is all about power, okay? Errol Spence wants to be more than he is. He's another Deontay Wilder, but at least he's trying to do it right. At least he has a plan to try to unify. Now, he does. I can give Errol Spence that simply because Deontay Wilder ain't trying to do none of that shit. The same thing Deontay Wilder should have been doing, Anthony Joshua's already done. The same thing which Errol Spence is attempting to do. But the only problem is he's going to try to make Terence Crawford look like Deontay Wilder, the last man standing with the belt until there's no one else to fight. Oh, then I'm too big, then I move weight classes to 154. You see what I'm saying? So why would you wait to fight Terence Crawford when you could have just got that belt? Since Sean Porter's talking about mandatories. Manny Pacquiao has a little portion of WBA. He has no wish to fight you at his age, probably, more than likely, even though talking shit about you. And then Keith Thurman is not really that guy that wants that fight now either. So those guys are bullshitting you, all of them. The only guy that he could fight to keep himself busy would be like someone like Danny Garcia. But Danny Garcia doesn't have a belt, so that goes against the strap season. And in fact, he fought Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia didn't have a strap, so I guess he's out of season because he didn't have one. He didn't have a strap to pick up, right? Not in that weight class. So again, why is it that Errol Spence wants to look over Terence Crawford when him and his promoter saying, "I want the fight"? Terence Crawford told him to his face, "I want that work. I got my boss right here." And then the only thing that he can say, him being his own boss, is what an advisor told him. Think about it. That motherfucker's more than an advisor, man. Let's just be real. Like Al Heyman, that's his title. You know? It's just like someone that's running things that has a certain title, but knowing he's much, much bigger. You know? Like Goldstein from Casino. You know, they had all types of little titles for him, but he actually ran the casino. Like Al Heyman actually runs shit. He can just do that without having that promoter title. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's running everything. So he's telling everyone where to go and what's happening. You know, so he's another slave of the PBC, but he's been preached that same bullshit doctrine from Al Heyman and the PBC, so he believes that shit. He's brainwashed at this point. Like Deontay Wilder, he thinks he's bigger than he is. Errol Spence, though, at least he has a plan to try to make it legitimate. Like, look, you're not the A side because I have all the belts. You know what I'm saying? I have all the belts, so therefore I would, I dictate and I run everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, he's trying to, I guess, outbid or outshine Terence Crawford by having all the belts to dictate certain terms for a fight. But do you know why? Because this is a fight that he knows in his heart that he can lose. You see what I'm saying? He knows Terence Crawford is not one of those guys that's like Keith Thurman. There's nothing like Sean Porter. There's nothing like Danny Garcia. He's a man that's on a mission coming up from a lower weight class, but he knows he possesses those skills similar to Pretty Boy Floyd. Not the same, but similar. Before people tear my head off in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? So this tells me Errol Spence doesn't want that fight for 2 or 3 reasons. For one, he can't fight. He can't even allow to be fought or fighting Terence Crawford right now because his boss says so. For 2, he doesn't really think he can win unless it's a big money fight. And if it's a big money fight, he wants to have all the other belts first so he can claim the largest chunk of that pie because of where he's fought himself to be. You know? Fighting easier competition, mind you. So, but anyway, that's just me wrapping it up. That's Errol Spence's reluctance, and I see what it is, and you guys tell me what you think about this potential fight. Will it happen? Does Errol Spence really want it to happen? Leave your comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe and all that good stuff. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.